Kadege kojango mawudu dungu jabenduga jabendege kolumbo mam.
Hola everybody. So it's been a while since I was here. Like I've been making videos almost daily and it seems like I haven't made any video yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday, maybe 2 days before I make a video. So anyway, I'm just here, just dropping by here to let you guys know that I'm fine and to just sort of have a little chat with you guys. This is going to be a short video of me just checking in here. So there is a new development. Yesterday the Kenyan president announced that the restrictions are going to be a little bit, like they are going to make it less strict, as in they are going to, the restrictions, I don't know why the English word that I wanted to use is sort of just evaporating from my head. Yeah, so they are going to allow movement, around the counties, some counties in Kenya, in Nairobi, in Kenya. And then they are also going to open local flights on 15th of this month. They are starting to open local flights, and also they are going to open international flights from next month. So I'm thinking that they might allow inbound flights, but people has to have the vaccine, as in the, not vaccine, they have to have the testing, the COVID certificate for them to get into the country. That is what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking that they are not going to allow tourists, people who are coming for the purpose of tourists, I'm thinking. But I don't know, they just say international flights are gonna be allowed. So I don't know what sort of people, maybe Kenyans coming back home, being repatriated, probably, I'm not sure. But yeah, that is the new development. Yesterday I was so excited about it, but before that I spent the entire night awake because there was another thing that sort of, guys, every single day something new is just sort of, there's a little setback here and there. So what happened is that my company made a mistake. My previous employer made a mistake of canceling my visa before giving me my repatriation ticket. So basically they canceled my visa in March and I didn't have repatriation ticket in my hand. So they had no idea that the flights were actually going to be cancelled and airports closed. So since that happened, usually, okay, I've been, because I asked around and I was told that all visas are waived, like all visa penalties, especially visas that has expired, they have been waived here in the Emirates, especially visit visa and some sort of some employment visas. But I didn't know. Okay, so I just took people's words and did not do further, questioning, like finding out, or even emailing my company to ask them, because for me I thought that my visa is inclusive because it's because of COVID that I'm stuck here, that I've not exited the country. So I won't be given fines. That is what I assumed. So going online, okay, one lady is one of the ladies that we are supposed to be repatriated with. She sort of was talking to me, and she mentioned something like there's a lady that she knows that got some fines, that had to pay a lot of fine because of her residence visa being cancelled and of overstay. And I was like, wait a minute. I have a residence visa that has been cancelled since March. Do you mean that I have accumulating penalties that I will have to pay before I leave this country, or what? And then she told me, are you kidding? Is your visa already cancelled? And I told her, yeah, my visa was cancelled on March. And then she told me that the rule is what the rule is, that I had no idea about. just sitting here waiting for a flight, thinking that my visa, that because of the COVID, I'm gonna be fine, my visa is fine. But that is not the case. So right now, I'm sort of staying here in this country. Obviously, I'm overstaying because of the COVID situation. It's not because I have refused to exit for whatever reason. So it's because of the flights being altered and all that. You guys know that story. But when I look around in the internet and I see a lot of articles, even from the government portal, I am seeing that my visa, the visas, the the criteria, my visa doesn't fall under the criteria of the visas that have been like sort of waived. There are some visas that they have the humanitarian amnesty and humanitarian, for humanitarian and amnesty whatever organization purposes, they are not going to give penalty to some visas, and some visas are going to be renewed automatically, but that does not is not inclusive of cancelled residence visa. So for the cancelled residence visa, you need to stay in the country. They give you 1 month period of, you're not, they don't, but after that 1 month, or after you 1 month after your visa has expired, they start accumulating penalty. It doesn't matter whether it is COVID, because they were saying that this is going to be uh, they will give further notice in case this whatever rule changes because of COVID. So when I saw that article, and I saw a lot of articles that were supporting this, I was like, oh shit, you mean I am here all this while, 3 months overstay, and my visa is one of the categories of visas that I have to be given penalty? So the only reason, so what they want is that I need to apply for a visit visa that I have to renew. I have to keep renewing it because it overlaps, and I had to keep renewing it. And to renew it, you have to pay. So either way, whether I pay penalty or get this other visa, I have to pay. Doesn't really matter. So I was like, I don't have that kind of money, and it's not my fault that I am here. So anyway, there's a lady who is very kind enough to help me around, because anyway, she's there are some ladies, like there are some ladies I've found that now in this pandemic, I've found that there are some ladies who are really, honestly, have been kind. They, like there's one of the ladies that we are gonna be repatriated with her together, but she just been helpful. And if you watch this video, I really appreciate you, and may God bless you so much, because this lady has helped me a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, and we are not even friends like that. She's just a lady who willingly just whenever I call her, or whenever I ask her for an opinion, because sometimes I have no idea. I wish I could have asked her regarding this visa before, but I didn't, because I, of course, assumption, me. I don't know, sometimes I hate myself. So anyway, yeah, you guys, because I have never been in this situation, and plus I have people in this house who work for the government, and they say to me, no, you're fine, you will be okay. It's just because of, so I didn't even take initiative to actually go and Google for myself, or even go to the, to ask around for myself, just to be on the safe side. So I just listened to people, and what people were saying around, but people were talking regarding other visas, but they thought that even them, they were assuming, obviously. So anyway, this lady has helped me a lot, because right now she knows people around. So right now she's helping me with the embassy, and she's, forwarded my whatever, my problem to someone in the embassy. So they are texting back and forth to see what can happen, what is gonna happen, just so that I know what, because I don't want to show up in the airport only to be told that you're not traveling because you have fines. That is how much money that you need to pay, and I'm like, I don't have that money with me. Like, I've been jobless since when? I cannot afford that, just for me to be turned back and be told, you know what, you're not flying out of the country until they pay you this money. So I want to, because now obviously the airports are gonna be opened in next month, but I want to be on the safe side. That is the reason why now I have emailed the company, because I, first of all, it was their fault. And if there was anything that needed to be, because I'm under them and my visa is under them, if there was anything that needed to be, any changes or anything that had been altered, they needed to communicate to me. But none of them, nobody from even the visa department in my company, the HR department, communicated. All of them just sort of cancelled my visa and had not given me the ticket, and they're just quiet. So even when I was, the another lady who is very kind also gave me an HR manager telephone number, because I asked her what will happen to me. Really, I'm not sure, because I was really worried about the money that I'm supposed to be paying, like it's so much money. So anyway, I was just trying to find out now. So that just I just wanted to know what will happen to me in case I want to leave the country and all that. And then she just gave me the HR number, and she told me to call the HR. So I called the HR, and before that, before the HR manager, the other HRs, even if you ask them any question, oh, my lips are so dry, so I'm sorry for subjecting you to that. mm, the other HR, if you ask them any question, they just don't answer. They don't answer emails. So I had to talk to this HR manager and tell them, I am stuck here. First of all, I was left. My visa was cancelled before I was given repatriation ticket. I exited my accommodation thinking that I'm going to be flying out in the next few days, only for the airport to be closed. Before my airport, before, now I don't have a place to stay. I'm now accommodate, like I'm now, sort of, I don't have, because the company refused to give me back my accommodation after I checked out going for a flight, but the flight was cancelled. And all this, like, there's just a lot of things that. And I asked her that what is going to happen to me, because now even it seems that my visa in itself is also sort of overstay visa, and there are penalties being accumulated on top of that visa, plus I don't have a place to stay, and plus technically homeless, because the company is not actually looking after me now when it comes to even accommodation and this visa problem, because I don't understand. The whole situation is just a mess. So I talked to her, and she sort of just told me to forward her the emails that I have been sending, and they have not been answered, and then also forward her the name of the person who's been dealing with my case. So when I told her, when I email her, that is when I see now they are emailing me back and forth, back and forth, and I'm just like, they are not even answering my questions regarding this overstay visa, cancelled visa situation. So even them, and I don't know. So anyway, let me just I'm just waiting for this embassy person to tell me what is gonna happen in my case, so that I can know way forward from there. Because honestly, the visa that I can afford is this visit visa, because the only way you can't accumulate penalties is if you exit the country, but I cannot. There's no way I can exit the country at the moment. And or if you get a visit visa, change your visa to a visit visa, but then the only one I can afford is 1 month 30 days visa. And that 1 month visa is that every time you are renewing it, you have to pay, and I don't have that money. So anywho, guys, that is what is happening, and I am still in a limbo. I'm still worried. At least last night I slept a little bit, because I emailed the HR, and now they are dealing with this ticketing. They're saying that as soon as the plane starts, the first plane leaving, I must be booked in immediately and all that. They are now trying. But obviously now, as we speak, still there's no airline that is flying in Kenya until the 5th, no, until August 1st. So yeah, so I'm just want to tell you guys that I was worried, but but let's see where things are gonna get. But still my host is like, no, you're not gonna have any penalties, don't worry about it, you're fine, Also she's still like that, but I'm just worried. After I read about that, I'm just worried. You never know, you need to be on the safe side. So what else? Yesterday I was speaking to my sister, guys. My sister is also like sort of, the company have just sort of decided, the hotel industry is really affected. So her company has just decided to also send them home. So they have been also terminated as we speak. So they are also here jobless and obviously trying to look for a job here and there. But now in this pandemic, they don't know. They don't know. So yeah, they might also be repatriated. And the sad thing about their company is that because she had not finished 6 months probation, meaning that they won't be able to buy her ticket to go back. So it's like, it's not that she didn't finish 6 month probation, because guys, it's all crazy. I don't understand. But anyway, still they are giving them a place to stay, so they've provided them accommodation, but just going back home, it's gonna be on them, even though they don't have the money. So my sister is also telling me, even though she says that she's have some money that she kept just in case of an emergency, that they needed her to get out, so she have the money for one-way ticket. Yeah. So that I was talking to her yesterday, and then we were having a conversation with my sister. My sister, I would say that, yeah, I usually try. I am much older than her. I am much older than her. I think I am 13 years older than my sister. So I find that she's young. She's a kid. I joke around with her. I yell at her if I'm not happy with something. So anyway, she's now grown up, because she feels like she's bringing her emotions ahead. And if she's not, she never used to be like that. If she don't like something, she will say it. If she don't like something, right? But she never used to be like that. She used to be somebody who is just like, the elders are talking to her a certain way, or if somebody is yelling to her, she's just like, I'd rather just, you know just quiet. She's just quiet. But now she's a mother, and she's sort of feeling like she's a grown up, and she demands to be treated like a grown up, which is very much okay. I understand her. But anyway, yesterday we were talking on Zoom call, and then she was telling me that there was a video that I made here on YouTube, and that video in itself did not hurt her feelings, but her feelings was hurt by the comments that she read you guys' comments, and her feelings were so much hurt. And then she told me that, there was a time she came to visit me, because guys, we joke. I joke. For me, I joke. I can joke about this, what I'm gonna tell you. Even to my friends, I can tell them. Like, there was a time she cooked, and then she cooked food, and then she told me, why you don't wanna eat, why don't you eat, la la. And she kept telling me to eat, even though I didn't feel like eating. Then I jokingly said, this food you're forcing me to eat, what have you put inside? Have you put some poison inside that you're forcing me to cook it, to eat it? Jokingly. That is jokingly. Like, I usually, it's not only, she's not the only first person I joke to, but I jokingly say that. And then she didn't talk. She ate that food, all of it, and then she didn't even ask me to eat again. But her feelings were hurt. She felt like, and then when she read a comment regarding a video that I made. And then she read a comment, people saying, oh, you need to be careful with those people. Those people can easily do something to harm you. La la la, like, you be careful with people that you let in your house, with people that you open up to, people that they can harm you easily and all that, because of conflicts with siblings and all that, with the, some behaviors that is not okay. And then my sister read those comments, and then she said, along with what I said, and then she said, nowadays you just feel like I can put poison in your food. So her feelings were hurt, and she was just quiet with it. So, but it was in the back of her mind, but her feelings were hurt, After I told her that about the food that she was keep telling me, eat, and I jokingly said that, and then she said that the reason why my feelings were hurt, it's coming back to me now because I read in one of your videos people were telling you that you have to be careful with people who are around you because some people can whatever can put, you know, in your food. And then after that we talked, I told her, God, there is no time or day in my life that I ever thought that you, amongst all, even my elder sister, there is no way I have ever thought that she can poison me or she can poison me, she can, you know. I have never thought like that, you know. So I told her, you know very well that there is no way. I even eat in my sister's house. I can eat anything you cook. You know that I cannot think that you can do anything like that. And then we talked, and then she was saying, first of all, you have to apologize. Apologize for that. And she was like, you need to apologize right now. And I was like, excuse me, apologize for what? I was joking. But then afterwards, I say, anyway, if it hurt your feeling, and for me, obviously, I was joking and I had no ill intention, I'm sorry for that. And we just laughed it off, and it was finished like that. But I just realized that sometimes even her, she actually, most of the time, not even sometimes, she follows my videos, and she actually reads my comments. You know, she she reads my comments just to hear what people are going to say. So anyway, yesterday that was very interesting. Sometimes we joke about things, but we don't know that it's sort of, you know. But for me anyway, I joked about it and I apologized. I apologized. So yeah, so that is what I wanted. That is a little story that I wanted to give you guys, and yeah, that's that. So I think that it's just an update video. It's not gonna be a long video, as I said again. I'm still here waiting to hear from the lady who is helping me, who is actually communicating with the embassy to help me right now, and I'll give you guys an update if there is anything, any new updates. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.